Hi there, you are watching Learn C from the Scratch. Today in this video I'll be talking about basic structure of C programs. I'll walk you guys through the different sections which are involved in well-structured C program. So let's begin now. Every C program begins with documentation section. Well, what this word documentation mean? Like the name suggests, it basically contains information about program, like what the program is about, author's name, so that user programmer would like to use it later. This section is followed by link section. It is pointing to indispensable section. The word indispensable means that this section is absolutely required. You cannot avoid this section. This documentation section is an optional section you may or may not have in the program, but this link section you must include it in your program. If you do not have this section in your program and you compile your code, it shows compilation error. So in order to avoid such kind of compilation error right at the beginning of your program, you must include this section in your program. And what this link section really does is it provides instruction to the compiler to link the function from the system library. I will talk more about the system library and function in another video. So for now, what you need to keep in mind is you must include this section in your program to avoid the compilation error right at the beginning of your program. And here comes the definition section. In this section, we declare symbolic constant. Well, what this symbolic constant is now. If you are completely a freshman in the field of programming language and you know nothing about the programming language, you must be wondering what this word symbolic constant is. Well, let me tell you, symbolic constant is nothing but a variable whose value remains constant throughout the program. Its value doesn't keep on changing like the value of the general variable. So whenever you need to declare a variable which is a symbolic constant, we declare it here in the definition section. This is also an optional section you may or may not have in the program. It depends on the requirement of the program. This definition section is followed by global declaration section. Well, the word global suggests that whatever we declare here, it is available globally. What it means is, if we declare a variable here, it will be considered as global variable and it will be accessible to all the function, not only to the main function, but also the function which are defined also the main function. So yeah, and it also contains the prototype of the function. I will talk more about the prototype of the function in another video, which I will particularly made for the function. So for now, what you need to keep in mind is, if we need to declare a variable which is to be used in more than one function, we declare it here in the global declaration section. After this section comes main function. This section is absolutely necessary. You cannot avoid it. You must have it in your section. This section begins with opening curly brace, which marks the logical start of the program, and ends with closing curly brace, which marks the logical ending of the program. And this section has two parts, declaration part and executable part. Declaration part contains the declaration of the variable which are used in executable part, and executable part should contain at least one statement. Yeah, and whatever we write here within this opening and closing curly braces, each of those statements should end with a semicolon. If you do not end each of those statements with semicolon and you run your code, compiler shows an compilation error. So in order to avoid compilation error, such kind of compilation error, you must end each and every of those statements with the semicolon. After this main function comes the subprogram section. This subprogram section is an optional section. It exists only when we define user-defined function. So I will talk more about the user-defined function in another video, like I said earlier. But for now, what you need to keep in mind is it is an optional section. And if you like this video, keep your thumb up and do subscribe my channel. And yeah, if you don't wanna miss the update, hit the bell icon. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.